In this video, we're going to be doing an acrylic painting and trying to figure out the process to see if I want to do this in the future and continue the practice. We're also going to be talking about Steal Like an Artist and a little bit of a history lesson in a way. Welcome to Tombstone. My name is Mason and I'm an artist. I'm no art historian though, but I heard the Mona Lisa was stolen. It's one of the reasons why painting is so famous. It was just completely off the radar for 2 years. In my head, I'm like, where did it go? What did it see? Did it go on any adventures? So this is a painting inspired by that. At the end of this video, I'll tell you where the Mona Lisa was, where it is, and I guess what brought it back. So, yeah. The first thing I need to do is I have this canvas, I need to make the drawing. And I've already done that on my iPad, which I also got spray paint on. I took a picture of the canvas on my phone and sent it to my iPad Pro, which I have my artist app, Procreate. So I've had this character previously in some of my other projects, but wanted to make a better rendition. I started sketching. In this one, I wanted to make a story, have some foreground, middle ground, background, and just create a scene. I painted over it a lot, used a lot of references for my colors and for the little things here and there, and then I outlined it so it would be a lot easier for me to transfer my image. But not everything is set in stone. I still have room for creativity and to explore. It's kind of a beautiful day outside. I'm outside because I'm gonna spray paint the background. So it's pretty basic, just the background, just so that I don't have to paint everything by hand. It would take me quite a while to do that. And I also kind of like the textures and the mists. While we wait for this to dry, let's go mix our paint. We've got our paint. I've got these golden fluid acrylics, but acrylic dries pretty quick. So I'm just gonna put them in these daily mini cups, and then I can keep them all ready so I can just grab my cups and go. Anyway. So I think that's it. What a mess, but I think it'll be worth it in the end to kind of have all your colors mixed and ready. You might change things up during the painting process. I think we've got a decent color palette, but yeah, I'm gonna bring my painting in. So I've got some matte medium in this cup. It's just a base that's kind of hold on to my painting. Oh God, it gets everywhere. Which in turn will allow my paint to hold on to it. So I have my projector. I project my image and align it. I have this woodless colored pencil so I can just draw on my canvas. So having an outline of your image not only helps you project the image onto your canvas, but it's also a good reference for you when you don't have the best projectors and your image kind of comes out a little fuzzy. So you can find the details and draw them in. Sometimes I'll be freehanding it, but it is a really efficient way to go from point A to point B. I'm gonna take this over there and move my stuff around, and we can start putting down some paint. So already starting off, my color theory is being tested. This color is a little too saturated. I need to dull it down, neutralize it. What I'm gonna do is use the color opposite of it on the color wheel. Yeah, that's how you neutralize colors.
take you away to where the sun shines so bright, so bright. You can stare at the stars at night, at night. You can tell me anything you like.
Okay, so it's been a week. This is my painting so far. The color blocking process takes a long time. You have to saturate the colors, make sure that they're not transparent unless you want them to be, kind of layer and layer. But yeah, so this is as far as we've gotten. I just wanted to show you, this is like the sketch of the bandit stealing the Mona Lisa. I had this thought a couple years ago and I was drawing it on my iPad, which I'll show you here. The thing is, like, it's developed and changed over time. I wanted this perspective at first with a little bit more of coming at you at an angle. But then the thing is, you know, maybe I'm not as good of an artist as I think I am, and I need to simplify things. So I kind of abandoned that design and started doing this design, which was more of a profile view, going from left to right. Time spins in a clock left to right. We read in a book from left to right. I think that's why most of my images are like looking right. Yeah, this is kind of what it's developed into. I still have a lot to do, but definitely looks better than it did before. I want to change some things like the cushion under the saddle. It takes away from the stripes of his shirt, so I might make it just simple. Something that I've noticed from working with other projects is I have to work back to front, from the background to the middle ground to the foreground. I haven't done anything in the foreground other than separate the jackalope from the dust cloud. I want to change the sign from "Don't Go" on the bottom to "Danger." So it says "Danger" this way, but it's broken off, so the bandit can't see. The horse isn't really paying attention, but that's what the skull also symbolizes, is death is that way. The jackalope's on the left, life to death kind of thing. I don't know. Also, if you haven't noticed, the Mona Lisa is backwards. I didn't mean to do that, but that's okay. It's a different world. And maybe in this tangent universe, Da Vinci decided to pose the Mona Lisa looking the other way. I don't know. That's what's fun about art, is you can just make up stories in your mind. Just a quick rant and update. Let's get back into it so we can, well, I'm probably already doing it right now. But yeah, let's keep going. After doing the clouds, let's kind of pop things out more. The Mona Lisa looks a little creepy, but I'll fix her. I also added this like reddish brown to kind of shadow his face. Oh, and I added this little knob. So my dad had a horse who had like a little bump on his forehead, just a nub, but it kind of made him look like a unicorn in a peculiar way, and his name was Dollar, so I thought I'd make this horse Dollar. So we're getting there. Okay, so it's been a while. I've been busy doing other artwork such as logos, tattoo cover-ups, tattoos, and yeah, it takes a lot of me to do that and also make time for this. It's almost like working out, you know, you get in a rhythm of working out and then something takes you out of that rhythm and you need to jump back in without feeling shamed or guilty of not doing what you said you were gonna do or not being so consistent. But the best thing you can do is be happy how far you've come, see it, and try not to kick yourself when you're down and keep going. So it's been a while and I'm trying to come back from all the other artwork that I've been doing. But the good thing about that is, like, I've been super creative lately. I think I just need to jump into it and allow myself to be creative, have fun. So so that I'll want to do this more. I'm just gonna press on and feel better by doing and not talking about it. And then we'll talk about it after. So let's get painting. And nice to see you again. You look fantastic. Okay, I'm back from my trip. I went to Panama to visit my mom for her birthday and visit mi familia, and yeah. So had a good time. Did a painting for my mom, which I'll make that video later on and show it to you, show you my trip. It was a great time and really helped me clear my mind and allowed for this new, I don't know, to kind of flip the page and have this new chapter of my life. So I came back, I cleaned the studio, new setup, all my paint and all my art supplies is now on this side. It's a little bit more functional. All my art is over here, my tattoo stuff is over there, clients can hang out over here. It's all just better. I'm finally back, ready to finish this painting. We're gonna do the details and finish this up so we can mark it done, feel good, and move on, because I've been sketching a lot and have a lot of new ideas that I'm so excited to share with you. Anyways, let's get into it before something else comes and distracts me. Let's do it. So in this part, I want to talk about steal like an artist. And as you can see, my bandit has clearly stolen the Mona Lisa. And sometimes we steal the best things. Ideas, references, colors, the things that just pop out at us. And then we make them our own. This is why you don't wear new hoodies when you're gonna go paint. Oh well. So go for it. Start stealing. Steal like an artist, but not in real life. Don't take people's things and then try to sell it, at a pawn shop. Or, if you make a one and done and sell it to a friend, okay. But is it really yours? No. Steal like an artist is take somebody's idea, draw it, and find out what you like about it. Pick pieces apart, study it, see what makes it so tantalizing for you to steal it in the first place. And then make it your own. And then it's great and you become great. So are you stealing? In my head, it's more of a collaboration, because I collaborate with artists all the time, but only in my head. But also that's why I'm putting these things out. So one day, maybe I will be able to collaborate with some of those artists. So take ideas, find your ideas, and create you. You might not know it, but I think you also might take people's attributes, things that you like, whether it be some sort of gesture or, I know people who start biting their fingernails because they liked somebody who bit their fingernails and then they started biting their fingernails. So you're just taking attributes from people, things that you like. That, in my head, is steal like an artist. So find it, take it, and make it your own. And make it great, and have fun. That's what this is about. Going on an adventure finding what the adventure's treasures are for you to find, and then sharing that treasure with whoever you want, you know, whether it be a friend or the world. These are just my thoughts. Tell me what you think. Is Steal Like an Artist being a copycat, or is it a reinterpretation or reimagining or a collaboration? I kind of think it's all of them, in a way. But I guess it also depends on how far you want to take it. While I'm finishing up this painting, I'll tell you where the Mona Lisa was, where it is, and what brought it back. So who's the man who stole the Mona Lisa? It was a man named Vincenzo Peruggia. Vincenzo Peruggia, a man who worked there. He was an Italian man living in Paris, working at the Louvre, which is where the Mona Lisa resides. And it was in 1911 when this happened, by the way. He just took it off the wall, unscrewed it, put it in his working garb and walked out. He had to keep it secret because it was such hot news in the press. They were printing it in the paper, and when you go to a museum, you see all these masterpieces, these paintings and sculptures and mosaics, these artifacts, but the average Joe didn't see it. You see this image, that's how it's getting out. 2 years go by, everybody went crazy. Where was the Mona Lisa? It was in his flat, in a false bottom of a trunk that he had. And then apparently he had a little postcard that he put on a shelf. It was his little, I have the Mona Lisa, but nobody knows. I think after time went by, things died down. He wanted to sell it to Italy. Some art historians came, they checked it out, and they were like, holy shit, this is the Mona Lisa. It's got the stamp of the Louvre on it. And yeah, they called the authorities and took him to jail. And then a lot of people came and saw it. But the thing is, then World War I happened. And then World War II happened. So that's maybe why you haven't heard of it. Unless you have heard of it, then congratulations. Look at you, you art historian, you. I don't know. But anyway, the treasure you've all been waiting for, the final painting, the reveal, here it is. Thanks for joining me on this art adventure. If you like art, consider subscribing. If you want to comment on my painting, tell me what you like, what you don't like, what I should change, or maybe make a different one in the future where they're still on this adventure. If you want to learn more about the Mona Lisa and how it was stolen, I'd probably go to the search bar. They know a lot more than I know. I'm just an artist trying to make some fun stuff and hopefully entertain you and make some new cool art. So yeah, thanks for watching.